Hey everyone, my name is Stephanie and I am the designer behind Lindy Stitches, and here's what I do. In the dead of fall, I create spring patterns. When the leaves are falling, I think about tulips and daffodils and everything spring, and I come up with spring things. But now, spring has finally sprung in Indiana, and I'm here to celebrate with you.
O Indiana spring, thou art lovely and temperate, the warm breezes in the air, the green grass springing in the yard, the flowers bursting forth in their beauty. Sweet, sweet spring.
So would you like to see my spring 2022 lineup? I have 4 brand new patterns and 1 exclusive kit. Let's start with my kit named Loose Rooster. This was created with Lois at Lady.Creates. I have a limited amount of them. We had to do our best with the supply chain, but we're really proud of what we came up with. It is a very deluxe kit. This is not your everyday project, but Lois breaks down all the finishing instructions so that anyone could do this. Here he is. Loose Rooster. He's out to cause some trouble. He is not coming back. He's out on the town. Lois finished this into the coolest little skinny drum. It reminds you of a fat sushi roll. I was very tempted to name this Rooster Sushi, but I don't know. We stuck with Loose Rooster. He is stitched with Weeks Dye Works flosses, which you get in the kit, and some DMC. You also get all the fabrics that you need, including your needlework fabric. You get hand-dyed trim and ribbons, pom-poms, the silver Chanticleer charm, mat board for your little buttons on the end. This looks so cute in a dough bowl. It also looks cute just propped up on a shelf. It's almost unignorable. It makes a statement, as all Loose Roosters do. That's my that's my You say it. It's hard. That's my Loose Rooster kit, and I hope you like him. On to my 4 new patterns. First up is Spring Forest Scrapbook. This was designed in collaboration with Jeannine McGowan of The Blue Flower. If you remember, last year in June we came out with our first scrapbook pattern. It was called Saltwater Scrapbook, and this is what it looked like. Jeannine designed half of the squares and I designed the other half, and you can buy both parts of the pattern. You can stitch your favorite smalls, or you can put them together to create one big awesome scrapbook. So, in celebration of spring, Jeannine and I took our cameras and we went into the forest and we took pictures of our favorite forest creatures, and they were all enjoying spring. So Spring Forest Scrapbook, same deal. We both have I have part 1 this time, she has part 2. Put them together, stitch your favorites, whatever. Want to see it? Okay. This is Spring Forest Scrapbook, and we're very proud of it. It's absolutely adorable. Jeannine and I are not fans, both of us, funnily enough, are not fans of the traditional pastel spring palette, and so we weren't going to use light pink and bright sunny yellow and pastel green. We used what we think are more reflective colors of the springtime in the forest. Absolutely fun. Really love this piece. Both the smalls and the full piece are stitched on Silver Fox linen. It is a color by Fiber on a Whim. and it was not hard for us to choose to use this color because it's my new favorite color. It is a really gorgeous blue, green, gray, just really absolutely lovely. And it's exactly the same size as our other scrapbook pattern. The squares are the same. We again used the same 5 weeks dye works over dyes as each other, so you can buy one floss pack and stitch both of our patterns. And I can't even. This is just such a fun pattern. So the big one, this big Mama Jama was stitched on 32 count silver fox linen. And then we have a set of smalls, and these are stitched on 40 count silver fox linen. And these are some of my squares. So you can see the size difference. The tiny smalls are so adorable, and I'll go through the squares and tell you which ones are mine and which ones are Jeannine's. So this one is mine, Jeannine, mine. This is a grasshopper tipping his hat to a ladybug, and my camera probably won't focus, but she has 2 little French dot eyes, and they just look so goofy and cute. This one is Jeannine, this one is mine, Jeannine, mine, Jeannine, and mine. 2 female deer checking out who's passing by. And I absolutely love the hedgehog row of the tumbling hedgehogs. So spring forest scrapbook, I really love making patterns with Jeannine, and so I hope there will be never-ending scrapbooks. Here's my other smalls, and these are so cute, put together, of course. Okay, I told you I had 4 patterns, but I counted the next one twice because it comes with 2. It's kind of a bonus pattern. It is a birth sampler, and I really love it. I would like to create more occasions pieces where when someone has an occasion like the birth of a baby, there are options in my lineup where they can quickly whip something up for a gift. So this is a birth sampler. It is called the Little Stranger Birth Sampler Set because you get 2 patterns. The main pattern is a semi-traditional birth sampler with the name, and it's called Welcome Little Stranger because that was actually a phrase that people used to commemorate with stitching, and it's on older antique pieces. When you think about a baby, they are a stranger to you, and so this phrase is used on different antique things. I think there actually was a really retro movie also called Welcome Little Stranger, but I had never heard it, and then all of a sudden I came across it and I just really loved the sentiment, and so that's what it says on the top, Welcome Little Stranger, and then there is plenty of room down here for a name. I made up Benjamin Alexander Hopkins for my model. Who is not a real baby, but if anyone is ever hears about a baby named this, let me know. Perhaps I shall send a gift. But I wanted to put a hefty name in there. The Alexander has a lot of letters, just to make sure that I had enough room for anybody's name. And should anybody's name be even bigger than that, you could also take out these side Lily of the Valleys. Eliminate them. So I've given you a completely blank bottom sheet and an alphabet where you can play around and make as many copies as you want, arranging letters so that you can make your own customizable Welcome Little Stranger. This is stitched on one of my new favorites, the mini dot linen with the tiny white dots. I tried to make it gender neutral, traditional looking, but a little bit modern. And I really like how it turned out. It uses it uses classic Colorworks flosses, and it has storks and a little perambulator, and I think it's really nice, and I think it would look great in any baby's room. But it also comes with a bonus pattern. This is the bonus pattern. It says, "Shh, someone new is here." And I think that's the sweetest little finish ever. You could put anything you wanted in it. I finished this as a bag. This is actually a really quick stitch because this is 28 count linen, and so it ended up, you know, I got as much size as I could out of the pattern, and I just think it would be so awesome to put fresh flowers in here and then just like hang it on the door of a new mother. Like just hang it. Bring a case of diapers, hang this on the door. I think that would be really, really sweet. And so those patterns are both Welcome Little Stranger Birth Sampler Set, which I think is my longest title to date. Last but not least is my new pattern called Wandering Sheep. This one contains lyrics from a hymn we often sing at church called I Was a Wandering Sheep. The words are by Horatius Bonar. They were written a long, long time ago, but I've always loved the sentiment of this hymn, and so I used some of the lyrics to create Wandering Sheep. And here it is. It says, I was a wandering sheep. I once preferred to roam, but now I love my Father's voice. I love his home. I absolutely love how it turned out. I used Threadworks flosses. I've been getting more into charting with Threadworks. There's a lot of reasons that go into which company I work with, and one of the things I love about Threadworks is they are very professional, and they get me what I need quickly. They've just been great to work with, and they have some really, really gorgeous flosses. The floss used to create this sheep was so wonderful to work with. It goes from black to a really, really dark purple. Really fun. I originally created this with a white sheep, but on a whim decided what it would look like if I changed it to a black sheep, and I'm really glad I went with the black. Stitched on Sea Spray Linen by Seraphim Fabrics, and fits in an 8x10 frame, which is something I forgot to say about Welcome Little Stranger. Good for easy finishing. If you stitched on the recommended fabric, it fits in an 8x10 frame, and so does this one. You guys are so cute.